Dobre ranko, pan nice. Oh, I forgot your name. Yeah, it is very beautiful morning. Just before the typhoon's edge will come. Then who knows? Maybe there will be some wind and rain. But that's tomorrow. And for today, we are just enjoying the simple weather full of mosquitoes. So peaceful. Potatoes are ready for harvest here. Look at that. Crickets are buzzing. What is this? Onion? Onion, or I think daikon is growing here for the winter. Very peaceful view, yeah. Not so peaceful anymore. The crows are speaking. Look at that potato down there. Uliana, welcome to Japan. The potatoes escaped. Look at that, there's another one. And over there another one. They had legs. They walked from over there. Whose garden is it? It's nobody's, public. I think they just plant it for fun, and then they do lottery, and people pay like 300 yen or 500 yen, dig whole bag of daikons or potatoes and go home. Yeah. So I think they're gonna harvest this, and then they're going to plant wheat. I've never been to Japan. This is your first time. Welcome. It's morning here. Monday morning. And after the wheat is ready in the spring, they I guess have fun with that contraption there. I live here 5 years already. Congratulations. Здравствуйте. That's all I can say. I know хорошо. That's all pretty much. This is a spring water. The spring is a kilometer upstream from here. As in the old times, people were using the power of water used to be 2 carp here, but maybe they're sleeping or something ate them maybe. Hopefully not. Oh, what was I listening last time? Do you guys know Otuken? Otuken? A band from Siberia. I found it on YouTube. They're pretty good. Carps are still sleeping. Now I feel at ease. Well, when Christmas comes, you know who eat carbs? Me. Where? Japan? Yes, welcome. Konnichiwa. We are in Japan just before the typhoon. That's why it's so cloudy. Water is flowing here. Look at that. So peaceful. Wasabi. You wish. You know, I bet it would grow, but here maybe it's too hot for wasabi. You would have to go to the mountains, find a spring water like this, and then yeah, wasabi would grow there with no problem. What do you guys like, wasabi? Sushi with wasabi? Wasabi, the secret weapon of a ninja. Oh, look at this. Nice. Let's go follow the stream. See if the signal is okay. Wkuśniaszka. What does that mean? Wkuśniaszka. Pistachio with wasabi. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. I've seen this, in outside of Japan. I went to a store once and there were these beans covered with wasabi, like a snack. So I'm sure pistachios are there too. Oh, I know what you mean. The Japanese snack sold here. Yeah. Indeed. Pistachios, maybe peanuts too. Tasty, yeah. I wish the wasabi was stronger. Something that would go up your nose, but I think the kids also eat that stuff and maybe they don't want the otsumami to be that strong. Whoa, there's a fish here. My gosh, fish everywhere. There's like a zillion of them. Whoa, look at that. Spring water and fish in it. Wkuśniaszka is a tasty thing. Wkuśniaszka. It sounds like you're trying to speak half Japanese, half Russian. In Daiso, there was... Oh, really? For the decades I live here, I've never been to Daiso to buy snacks there. I always go to buy something else. I have to check that out. Any fish here? I think fish only hang out in there, nothing here. We finally cut the grass here. Goodbye mosquitoes. Moskity. Do свидания. What do you call mosquitoes in Russian? Moskity? Moskit? I don't know. Something else maybe. Oh, the sound. The sound of water. Building new houses up here. What a nice pocket. Komary! Oh, you're right! That's the same. That's the same as in Polish. Komary, do swidania. I forgot. Isn't it weird that the Japanese call them just ka? Ka. It's like the shortest insect name. Oh, there's a potato growing here. Interesting. Komariki. You are so right. Yesterday when I was geocaching, I got bitten by... I sprayed myself, but I got bitten by so many komariki. It was terrible. I think now, they are trying to suck the blood as much as they can before the winter. Do you know Oshinohaka? Yeah, of course I know. At the bottom of Mount Fuji. Slavic languages are similar. Yeah. Oh, this is so much fun. Ja понимаю na polskom. Oh! How did you learn Polish? Jak się nauczyłaś polskiego? Skąd? That's so cool. Then you can communicate 100% with all the people. Probably even other Slavic languages. It's very interesting, because some of the Slavic languages are using words that we understand in Polish, but we used to use them long time ago, but not now. But we know the meaning. So I bet this is the same for others. Yeah, all words are similar. Hey, we are the Slavs. Where do we come from? We crossed the what's the name of the mountains where we came out of the Middle East area thousands and thousands years ago, 10,000s, more I guess. Like 40,000 years ago maybe. What are those mountains called? Caucasus! And then we sort of spread into different parts. And then we went into Europe. Víseslova pod Hrozny. Víseslova pod Hrozny. Vise. I don't understand Vise. Slova I know. Pokhozny. Similar. All words are similar. Oh, wsze. All. Yeah. I think you're right. We would not say Vise, but Всё. Like everything, all, right? In Russian. Nice, yeah, that's nice. Wow, they really cut the grass here. Look at that. This was a jungle here. Holy cow, there's a hornet over there scavenging for food. These things are freaky because they are so big. Oh, more water here. This water is so nice, so clean. Like it comes out from the ground, from one of the cliffs at the end of this valley. It's quiet, surprising. The cliffs were formed after many eruptions of volcanoes thousands and thousands, millions of years ago. So there's this bottom layer where the water cannot penetrate. So the water trickles down, hits that layer, and then pew, spring happens. And if you are lucky, you can get a hot spring. Yesterday I was geocaching, and I have to tell you, I found this geocache and it said free food bath, like ashiyu, free ashiyu in Japanese. Um, and I went there, and they just opened it from like 12:30 to 4:30. Old grandpa came out, started heating the bath, and I asked her, can I like put my feet in there? He said, yeah, take off your shoes and you can relax. And I was so tired already, but you know, I took off my sandals and I put my feet in. It was like so good, so good. Frivolitki are lazy. Oh yeah, you told me that. You know, I don't know why I didn't know the frivolitki. I guess maybe in different parts they call them different things. Gosh, you know, the southern part where the Highlanders live in Poland, they call them something else, and I forgot to. Just went out of my mind. Are you still czy ty dalej frywolitkujesz? Are you still doing the lacing? There's also, I think, different parts, you know, of people in the country. They have different designs of these lacing. Oh, there's some white stuff there. Maybe some eggs from insects. I have special plastic shuttles for tatting. Yeah, I remember. There are these, I don't know, there are these hooks, right? Like the plastic hooks that you use for that. And of course there's that other one, you know, those two sticks for like wool, for knitting, but that's different. I think you have to use the hooky tool. Frivolitkuju! How beautiful. Yeah, you can make some fancy cup holders, or you know, the stuff you can put under the cups, or tablecloths. Yeah, like a big tablecloth. I think that takes like months to make, or more, depending what design you're doing. Look at that, it's a bridge. Last time I came here I couldn't find it because there were so many grasses. God, look at this, it's so clean. You can see what's on the bottom of this. I wonder if I came here with metal detector, would I find something? It looks like 2 flower petals shaped plastic sticks. Oh, flower petals. That maybe it's something else. The sign I just made, a new one. Look at that. Świetliki. We call them świetliki. Maybe you have different name for them. The hotaru, the fireflies. Too bad this road goes to nowhere. I mean, this path goes to nowhere. These stones are scary because this is the kind of stone where a snake would rest. and someone would come like me and step on it. I've seen snakes resting like that in Japan in the ruins of a castle. And I was just walking around the grass and I seen those stalls that used to support the walls on the ground and the walls of the buildings. And there were these snakes. Like if I could just walk on them, they would probably bite me, venomous. I use crochet, but main work by shuttles. Oh, I see. Good morning, where are you? This is Tokyo, Japan. Welcome to the day before the typhoon, I guess, but I don't think the typhoon will hit. Gonna go. Crochet in Russian is krushok. Krushok. Gosh, doesn't sound like anything in Polish. Crochet. I probably forgot the Polish, or I never knew the name because I never was into the hobby. Oh yeah, those things in mountains. Somehow, like the frivolitki were called koronki. I don't know why they're calling like them little crowns, koronki, but that's what I remember. Slaviane Edine. Slaviane Edine. Gosh. No, I don't know this one. Hey, I was watching old Russian movie. The movie they play on the New Year every year. Do you know that one? It's a comedy. And there's a Polish actress starring in it. I think Barbara Brylska. But it's a Russian movie, and I think it's pretty popular. It's about the guy who takes the wrong flight and goes on the New Year's goes to another city, but the same number and same street of his apartment. There is another woman living there, and not his mother and his fiancé. Devchata are cute comedy. I don't know what's it called. It's called something, every language has it translated into different title. It's probably, and then that he goes into the woman's apartment and into her bed, but there's nobody at home. And then the woman, there's fish here. And the woman comes back and she's like shocked that there's a man in her apartment. It's popular New Year's comedy, yes. Oh, is that one, really? Yeah, this is Tokyo, yes. Yeah, and then that woman has a pretty desperate boyfriend, but he's not so good. And eventually that guy falls in love because his fiancée is kind of bossy and selfish. Man, that movie, that That was like a 3-hour movie or 2 and something. Took forever. I live in Chiba. Yeah, you told me that. Yeah, this is Tokyo. Chiba is the neighbors next to Tokyo. Nice water. This guy up here has such a huge land. My gosh. Like a billionaire, I guess. And a big house. Right there, like a castle. Oh, a little bit of sun today. Look at that. Maybe Chiba has better view. Chiba is nice. It's like such a nice countryside. Holy cow, it's a crab, guys. Never seen crab here. Do you see that guy? Look at that. It's a real crab. Freshwater crab here. Wow. I've never seen a crab. He's running away. He's running away. For safety. He's also camouflage. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. What a find. Imagine stepping on that guy getting pinched. He's gone to the stones. Between Chiba and Tokyo is a very long way. 3 minutes. 3 minutes of bridge. 3 minutes of bridge between Chiba and Tokyo. Oh, there are some bridges. Yeah. Because there is a river. Isn't Arakawa River flowing there somewhere? I think. Or there is a Tokyo Bay, and you can take Aqualine under the ocean to get to Chiba, which is much faster. One part of the bridge is Chiba. Oh, really? That's so cool. That's actually a fun place to put a geocache or walk across. Hold on. Zoom out. No more crab. Yeah, it's like, Tokyo and Kanagawa. They have some strange borders. So sometimes you drive and the navigation says, you're coming into Tokyo. Ding, you're coming into Kanagawa. Ding, you're coming into Tokyo. Ding. It just rings like that for so many times. And sometimes, you come in and then you're already in a different prefecture and you're back in Tokyo again. Chiba, do you go to Disney World? Tokyo Disney World and Disney Sea often. Chiba also has in the south, there's this, what's it called? The mountain. Nokogiri Mountain, yeah. Nokogiri Mountain. I hiked there like 3 times. If you go from Tokyo, Chiba Kun greeting. Chiba Kun, that's the mascot. That's hilarious. Oh wow, look at this. These guys are coming still. Spider lilies. The lilies of death. Chiba-kun is a borsuk. Oh my god. That's funny. That's funny. What does Tokyo have? Tokyo has so many mascots, right? I wonder what the Kanagawa one is. I forgot even. I don't even remember Yokohama's. Borsuk. The Osaka Expo mascot, did you see that? It looked like a tumor with many eyes. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Borsuk is the shape of Shiba. Oh, really? Ah, I never thought of that. Sometimes drive to Narita to watch the airplanes, and I never thought. I have to check this out. This area here has a robot pair as a um, as a mascot, because the guy who designs those robots like Gundam for anime, he's from here. But it's hilarious. Like, the pear is everywhere. The pear is on the firefighters have it. City Hall has the whole mascot. There are pear emblems anywhere. I have to go. Maybe there was a bus stop. The bus stops have it too. And then there's a pear on the buses as well. And why pear? Because they've been growing pears here. It's like the only gift from this area. But the pears are huge. They're like little suika, arbuz, watermelon. Oh, this here is ready for planting. And here we have wow, persimmons. I think this looks like the one you have to, the astringent kind that you have to dry before eating, because it's so shibui astringent. Krasny sowiecki barsuk, towarzysz. Yeah, I remember. Oh, wait a minute. No, do you know the new Pagadi? The the cartoon with the wolf and the rabbit. I think sometimes there was a borsuk somewhere in there. Oh my god, new Pagadi. Yeah, we watched that in Poland. Of course, in Polish it's called Ja ci pokażę. Completely different title. The borsuk in that one was kind of innocent. I think maybe all the episodes must be on YouTube. Na polskim torze borsuk. Na polskom tożne? Ja, borsuk, po polsku borsuk, tak. Yeah, we call it borsuk. Yours O is A, barsuk? Yeah, same thing. Same animal. Wait a minute, yeah, but there's also bobr. Maybe that's similar animal or maybe different. But yeah, we have borsuk, we have bobr. Bobry. What are these things called in English? I don't know what's borsuk called, but bubr is... I forgot. We have so many of them in Canada. Look at that, the golden rice. In some regions sounds like uazvuk. Wazvuk. Yeah, I'm sure, you know, all the Slavic groups and languages, it slowly changes from one group to another. I was thinking, it's like even in Poland, you know, one thing is pronounced one way, but if you go a little bit further, like towards east, they call it something slightly different. I was thinking, you know, it almost like if there was no countries, you wouldn't know if this is like it feels like no country, right? Because the people are like continuous, they keep on like slightly something different in over there than here, but it's not that different, super like 100%, right? So it's like still the same kind of people. Boob lives in water and borsuk, oh, not in water, it's a different animal. You're right. What's borsuk? I have to go and translate this into English. Borsuk. Bubr. Yeah, bobry robią tamy na rzece. Yeah, those guys make the dams in the water. What are they called in English? Bubr. I have early Alzheimer's already. I cannot remember such a simple thing. Boob. Beaver. Oh, of course, beaver. Yeah, beavers are like, you know, destructive. They will make dams, flood areas, and cut all your trees around. This bicycle has been here for so long. Borsuk, I think, yeah, you're right. Isn't borsuk like a longer guy? Borsuk. Borsuk. It's long, maybe it's one of those longer animals. But I just don't know. I spoke too much Polish and Russian. Now my English part of brain has turned off. Borsuk mieszka w norze. Ja i buduje domy. O, Borsuk. Interesting. Oh man. I bet I've never seen that in Canada, so I never learned that name of that animal. Isn't it the same as amaguma in Japanese? They also live in a hole close to water. But they're not bears, they are that kind of animal. Borsuk. Let me see what the borsuk looks like on my other phone. Badger. It's a badger. You're right. Oh yeah, borsuk. Yeah. It looks like panda. Now I remember. Badger. Yeah, that's what I thought. Something with a longer body. I think this is amaguma in Japanese. Badger. European badger. How do I switch languages here? going to Borsuk Europejski, Japanese. Anaguma, I was right. It's Anaguma. Mieszka na wsi, dlatego wiem, kim są borsuki, a kim bob... Oh, you are better than me. I only lived in cities. Mój mąż również nie rozumiał, gdzie są łabędzie, a gęsi. Yeah, they are also different. You're right. But I know that because I actually had gęsi and łabędzie in Poland. And I went there with a school trip, and I told the teacher, you cannot call these, gęsi because those are łabędzie. And she was like so offended that I was right. Fun times. Or Canada goose, those things. Once they get and chase you, they are so violent. And then there's the Canada Goose brand of the parkas for minus 40 Celsius, good for Siberia or something, or Canada. But you know what? The band I was watching, the Otuken, there are some Aborigines from Siberia, and they are, their music has so many common things with Ainu, because Ainu are also like the people who live in the north, right? Like from like the Sakhalin Island and Hokkaido, and they also use those what do you call those mouth harps, similar kind of strange singing, throat singing. No wód I uznali. No wód I uznali. Oh my gosh. So I think all the people in the north, even like in Canada, the Inuit, they also have similar things. Like we are Slavs, they are like the people of the north. Quite fascinating. Oh, so many birds here. Sikorki, ptaki sikorki. They are called Japanese tits, or tit. Sikorki. There's gotta be same for you, right? Sikorka, little bird, this big, tweets with a special sound. Red panda, similar. Oh, red panda. Yeah, I saw that in the zoo here. What a strange thing. Why would they call it panda, right? It's kind of misleading almost. So how come the borsuk is so popular in Russia? Did I see some military vehicle in Poland that was called borsuk? One of those that transport personnel or something. That was funny. My husband is Ainu and Okinawa mix. Wow, really? Oh, interesting. That's like two different cultures. There was this Polish researcher that I think he was sent to Siberia because he was against the Tsar, and he did something against the Tsar, and then in Siberia somehow he ended up in Hokkaido, and then he studied Ainu there, but I think he even had an Ainu wife, and his descendants are all Japanese now. Ainu are very similar with... Wow, you kidding? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's very, 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 very interesting. Almost exotic. Because you have like the Slavs and then you have the Germanic groups. I went there once to the museum, and I met these women there who were showing around the Ainu women, and I told them like, yeah, I'm from Poland, you guys know this guy who was researching here, and they were like, yeah, of course we know him, my God. It was like, holy cow, they know this stuff. Now the question is, I wonder if Polish people know this. Probably not. Maybe someone who studied. I went and bought that mouth harp when I was up in the Ainu village. The one that goes like wow, 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 and you put it in your mouth, and it's made of bamboo and the string, and you can play it. What was it called? Nukuri, ukuri, something. Something. Kuri. Look at this. Herbs are growing in the garden. Sounds good. This one is, what is this? Lavender? Oh my gosh, I think it is something like that. And Okinawa is also fun because their music is so different. The music is always like happy, major scales of some sort. They have this tiny monorail train, something in the downtown. I rode it a few times. I think it's a monorail. The stations have funny music, Okinawan style. My son looks like Slavic, and my daughter is a little bit of Asian. My genetic flag, like dominating. Yeah. Yeah, it's always interesting, right? Do they speak Russian? Are you teaching them? It's gonna be so hard. Because in Japan, everyone speaks Japanese. Green grass here. Anyway, I'm gonna get going. I think my battery is gonna shut down pretty soon. So take care for now. Thanks for coming. Enjoy your typhoon day. If it ever arrives, probably it won't. So bye for now.